kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner. The complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Play action. It's Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're right to the challenge.
On second down, it's Russell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hill. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Up the middle they go. Russell. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, Swift. And some room to work. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Saints at 4-7 now in the year. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal line.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in early territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
On 3rd down, it's Russell. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. What's good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down, now in 2nd and 10. Geno out to throw. Gets this one to Hill. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some room to maneuver. 83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Second and 1. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
That is caught at the 7. And in for the Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to walk.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
124 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
The slant pass complete to Swift. On the move past the 40. There he goes again.
Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions get a bit closer.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Score, Saints 31, Lions 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Smith's throw caught by Olave.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brings up third down.
Here's Smith. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed?
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Now Geno.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Open man is Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is Smith. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
3 yards remain for second down.
Brings up second and 3.
To throw is Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Geno on first down. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot in the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on third down, Smith.
Got an open man, it's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
17 yards. And the Saints first down.
On first down, Smith. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Robert Tonyan,
a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. It would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact.
The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 42 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. And how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they...
There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Saints have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space from the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Lions take over 1st down 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. You got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the Lions' 42-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. This was complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 3rd down, it's Russell. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 115 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
Here we go.
up on first down. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing now is Geno. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 32 yards. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touch. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Smith's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
The 45-yard line.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Okay, ready?
That's good for a Saints. Touchdown.
They'll run on first down. Russell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down now, it's Russell, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Russell, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
A gain of 9 is 4th down.
On 4th down, Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Lions will take over. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
And it didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. First down, and they go with Swift again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. They find some open field here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And the Lions are going to win this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.